Microsoft Excel is the most popular spreadsheet software in the world, used by finance professionals, data analysts, and others all across the globe. Sometimes, though, it can be a challenge to get your data ready for analysis. I'm Jason Browning, a data and analytics consultant in the higher education industry, and in this course, I'll teach you how to use Excel to clean, transform, and format your data. In this module, we'll take a look at how to insert data into cells and format our data. To begin, let's open our first exercise file, a sample set of flight departure data for selected United States airports over the first 5 days in February. This file is available to download in the exercise files section of the course as flightdata1.xlsx. This file contains some great information, but we want to make some changes to make the data more useful for our analysis. One of these changes involves the second column. Notice that the data set combines the flight carrier, flight number, departure airport code, and arrival airport code into one column. Each of these data elements may be very useful in our analysis, but are not that useful when they are combined together. Fortunately, Excel includes a text-to-column function that allows us to separate these fields. The text-to-column function takes a text string that contains multiple data points and splits it into individual data elements. The split can be based on either a fixed column width or a delimiter, such as a comma or space. The individual data elements are then placed into specified output cells. To facilitate our analysis of airport data, let's use the text-to-column function to separate our second column into individual fields. Before we begin, let's add columns where we would like the data to go, following column B and before column C in our Excel file. To add a column to our file, we click the header for column C and drag to the right to select the number of columns we would like to add, in this case 4. Once we've selected 4 columns, we'll right-click and select Insert to add our columns. Now we can split our text into columns. To do so, click the column B header to select our column. Next, we'll go to the Data ribbon and click the Text to Columns icon. When we do so, Excel will launch the Text to Columns wizard. We can specify if our data is delimited or fixed width. In this case, each of our data elements are separated, or delimited, by a space. We'll select Delimited and click Next. We'll specify our delimiter, which is a space. We'll then click Next again. If we want to specify particular column formatting, we could do that here, but in this case, we'll just use the general format. Finally, we'll specify the destination for our data. We can click the cell icon and select our 4 new columns. This tells the Text to Columns wizard to put our output in these columns. When we click Finish, Excel completes the conversion. We can clean up our data a little bit now. Let's add headers to our new columns. Column C contains our carrier code, column D contains our flight number, column E contains our origin airport, and column F contains our destination airport.